Hey everyone, today I'm going to be creating a Pinterest board for my house. I recently moved and the house has literally nothing in it. We're starting from scratch. We have practically no furniture and we're on a pretty tight budget. So we're trying to look for stuff in thrift stores, on Facebook Marketplace, and just saving where we can. The theme of our house is kind of a mix of themes almost. It's not really something specific. It's modern but also vintage, kind of curated thrift finds, minimalistic but also curated clutter. Not maximalism, simply because I don't want to collect too much stuff before we have to move again. But anyways, let's just get right into it.
So first things first, I'm going to show you my floor plan so you have an idea of what we're working with. This is the doorway you enter here, and there is a little powder room, guest bathroom. Then you walk in and you've got the living room. This door leads you to the kitchen, and then there's the breakfast area, dining area, and we currently have a table that we got for free from one of his friends. Utility, not really going to worry about that. Same with the garage. Onto the upstairs, we have a storage. It comes with this shelf, and that is currently where all our clothing is on, as well as in the master bedroom closet. But we have two extra bedrooms that we currently don't really have a use for. I might turn them into craft spaces, maybe a guest bedroom for one of them. Then there's the master bedroom. We currently have a mattress and a TV, and that's what's in here. Master bathroom, other bathroom, and that's pretty much everything. So, first things first, I'm just going to start with the entryway. It's not that big, it's nothing crazy. I like something like this with the little shoe shelf and the mirror. I want to have a mirror by the front door. I just think that's so important to have when you're leaving the house. I like the basket idea almost compared to the shelf. The only downside is we probably have more shoes, so it would fit better on a shelf. But I'm going to save this anyway. I like the little side table. I love the lamp. I like this idea. I think a little picture keychain thing is so cute. I'm definitely making this. I have a board called Little Things and I save DIYs to it. I like this as well. I think that's really unique. Like this, that's adorable. Even something like this in my bathroom, that would be really cute. I kind of love this. We don't really need it at the moment. I like this with the little table and the mirror. Okay, I got tired of doing entryway. We're gonna move into kitchen. I love this. I've already saved it to my home inspo board. I love the fridge. I really do like magnets. I think they're kind of fun and I like having stuff on my fridge as long as it's organized in a way that it is almost like a collage that's not in a frame, but it's on your fridge. I really want to work on that and start curating stuff to put on my fridge. I also love the chrome, the little shelf. I wouldn't want to have as much clutter on top of my fridge though. I'm not a huge overly cluttered person. I like organized clutter, but not excess clutter. I love a little knife board like this. I don't know why, but it's really satisfying to me to have kitchen knives displayed. I also like this, just like organization, a little oil stand. I love this. I'm very type A almost when it comes to how my house is organized. But then I also love a type B situation where stuff is just cluttered in. I like this. I really like this too. Our sink is not against a wall though, which is a little annoying. Okay, I like this is cute. I'm just saving little things that I can do because this isn't our permanent home. We're trying not to buy too much and overstock things. So just little things like lamps and stuff that isn't too crazy. I like a little stand like this by my oven. I think that's really handy to have. And I think it looks cute. It's organized. You can have your stuff on display and it's fun. I like this too, a little drying rack with the two different layers. Okay, this is kind of cute, having stuff on the inside of your doors. I've never thought of that. I don't know if I would do that. It's cute though. I like this. I like little chrome shelving units and that you can just have on your counter to display things. I forgot you can organize your cupboards too. I like this. I like how everything is stacked. I would definitely have a little matcha shelf like that. I love this. I love a shelf and I love a tile. Unfortunately, it doesn't work with the house we have now, but one day I really love little silver dot magnets. I think that's fun. And little star magnets. Love that. I need to find moon magnets now. I like this too for the kitchen. This is pretty. I love a good pantry organization. I think that's so satisfying. I think a little shelf like this is really cute. This is kind of more moving into the dining area too, because they're connected. Because you could have this in your little dining area. I love the little chrome shelf, having the little lamp, fruit bowl. I love a little dining nook like this with the table, small table, and two chairs. Ours isn't currently like this, but I'm saving that just in case I change it. I don't really want the dining room to be anything too crazy. I want it to be kind of open and fresh, airy. We have a floor lamp in there right now that's kind of right in the corner of where the kitchen is and the dining area, which I think I like it there. I might move it to the living room eventually. It's kind of like this. It's kind of like almost exactly like this, except the kitchen is here and then our dining table's there. I'm gonna save this because I actually really like that. I like a round table, I really do, but I also don't hate a square table, a rectangular table, something like this. I like a tablecloth. I like having curtains as an entryway. I really like that. I could do this in between the kitchen and the living room. I like the little lace tablecloth going on here. I actually really like that. They're just hard to find. I like something simple like this, the table, one piece of artwork, a lamp. I think a dining room shouldn't have too much stuff in it because it's where you're eating. You don't want your mind to be cluttered when you're eating. You kind of just want to be at peace. And for me, peace is not excess clutter. I think that has a time and space. And for me, the dining room isn't that space. I love this bathroom, but I'm getting distracted. Again, table, a single artwork piece, lamp. I like that. That's kind of what I'm going for. I don't think it needs to be anything too complicated. I like the candle. Now going into the living room. I love a good living room. I like something like this with the couch. We're currently looking at a couch on Facebook Marketplace and it is kind of like the L shape couch that they have going on there, kind of like this, although ours obviously isn't a wooden house. That's the one thing about looking for inspo on Pinterest is obviously your house is not going to look like exactly what you see. So it really does just have to be for inspo purposes. I like this one too. I like the draping. I like the pillows, the floor lamp, the artwork. I like a plant. I think a lampshade like this is really pretty actually. Something like this with a TV stand, little details on it, and then books and a plant. I really want plants in my living room. I think they make it, they just fill up a space really prettily. Again, simple like this. A rug potentially, little coffee table, couch. Again, with this, the little shelves, the couch, the TV on the TV stand. I honestly love the vintage hutch look with the shelves and the TV on it. I think that looks really pretty. This too, with the couch, the rug, the plants, a little bookshelf, TV stand. I really like this. I like the lamps that kind of hang over, especially for reading. And I like having the two larger art pieces there, the little coffee table, the plant, again with the plant. Unfortunately, I feel like bathrooms are hard to get to look like Pinterest. My bathroom also doesn't have natural lighting, which is one of my biggest pet peeves. I love a bathroom with natural lighting, and ours doesn't have it. But I'm gonna make do with what I have. I like a little shower caddy like that, or something like this. I like an organized towel stack that's all kind of the same color scheme. Our bathroom doesn't come with drawers, it just has a cupboard, so Getting like a hanging shelf for stuff would probably be helpful. I like having little trays and little silver things to display my makeup stuff in. This won't be in the master bathroom. I'm using the other bathroom as a spot where I do my makeup. I love a crystal thing to hold jewelry. This is really pretty. A lace shower curtain. My husband would not go for that, but I think it's really pretty. Even the black lace on a clear liner, I actually do really like that a lot. Something like this with the rug. Maybe I could even fit a shelf, honestly, because this is kind of how our layout is with the sink, the toilet, the bath, and then the empty space. I really wish I had a window. You guys don't even understand how much I wish I had a window. Having a lamp in your bathroom, I also really like. We currently have one in there now. It's a little big, so I might see if I can thrift a smaller lamp. Something like this with a little lamp, maybe a little bar, and then the wall shelf. I like that. Also, utilizing the top of the toilet with a little basket is smart as well. I like this. I like the blue stripes. I like the picture above the toilet. Little organizing areas, shower caddies. The laundry basket, that's kind of cute. I like that. Organizing your towels in a little cupboard. I need to buy a robe, actually. I don't like my room to be too cluttered. I like the floor bed idea. I like the little striped sheets. We currently have a green one, and I honestly, I don't mind. I don't hate it. I like it. I like this too, where it's just a raised bed with no headboard. Headboards honestly just annoy me right now. The two little side tables with the little lamps, I like that. I like having something over the front, like the head of the bed, whether that's a shelf. We'll probably do artwork or collage. I like the little shelf idea here, or even like this. Something like this too with the two different nightstands. I think that's kind of fun. And then having something at the end of the bed, I actually think that's kind of a cool idea. Having a dresser too with just like a little bit of decor and then having a hanging clothes rack. I don't know if we have the room for that, but if we do, I would love to incorporate that because I think it's so fun to have statement pieces almost as decor. Having again something like this, the two different nightstands, the picture above the bed. I like this, what I'm seeing. I like the colors in this, the green, the blue, the lamplight. I think getting a hook like this to hang my purses on, even if it's in the closet, not necessarily in the bedroom, is really fun, and I like that. I think hanging your pants like this is also a really cool idea. I like the low bed frame, the little nightstands, different lamps, and then the picture. This is kind of the vibe that we're looking at right now, but vibes can change. I'll save it anyway. I do think you can change your interior design inspo whenever you want. You could switch things up too, move your room around. My sister moves her room around like every 3 to 6 months and changes things up. I like this. I'm saving it to the kitchen. I love a little bedside table moment. I think those can be really curated in a really fun way. I'm saving this one purely because there's a matcha on it. Something like this. I don't like modern lamps. I like a more vintage lampshade opposed to like a rounded thing like that or like this. I love a little book stack as well. I think that's so fun. It's not really practical, but I do think it's fun. I don't know why the beds on Pinterest always look so comfortable. I just want to sleep in literally all of them. Like this with the light on it. I love that. I really love that. The mirror, the plants. I think artwork with margins around it like that are also really fun. I used to do a lot of poster walls when I was younger, but now I'm really getting into more framed art. I think putting stuff in frames just makes it look more mature, definitely. And I also just like how it looks on walls better now. But that's the start of my home inspo Pinterest board. I'm going to start going thrifting soon, and I've been browsing on Facebook Marketplace a lot as well. Just finding stuff for a cheaper price that fits in my budget and fits in my interior design ideas. Comment down below if you have any suggestions for interior design. Go follow my Pinterest, I'll have it linked down below. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!